Hey guys, iSkylar here for a baking video. So I've been pretty absent from everything this month, but we're gonna try to do something for Halloween, all by like one recipe. Um, so I'm gonna make some cupcakes because it's the easiest thing to Halloweenify. And we're also trying something new. You can see I have my iPhone here on a tripod, so you can see inside the bowl in case you're into that. Let's get started. Let me get my camera turned on. One sec. Alright, so that's going. So we're gonna start with our dry ingredients to get those ready. So in my bake bowl here, I already have my cake flour. And then I'm going to add in most of my sugar. The rest will be going into our egg mixture just right here. And here I have salt, cinnamon, and baking powder. Quite a large amount, to be honest. Good to go. And then I'm just gonna get those all sifted. And then a quick old mix. I have so many, what's the word, whisks now. Well, buying one whisk on Amazon is expensive, but you buy three is somehow a deal, so I don't know. But getting these all mixed in. So this is gonna be an oil-based cake recipe. So there is no butter, our fat will be oil. I've actually made this before. If you go to my cookie dough buttercream ombre, or no, gradient. I'll do the bubble thingy, wherever side that's on. Alright, that's all set. So we're gonna set you aside. Get rid of this. Okay, so I almost put my oil in the bowl. So I already have my egg whites sitting in here, as you can see, my little side cam. And what we're gonna do is get these nice and frothy, and then stream in a half cup of sugar. All right, let's get going. So this shouldn't take too long. I'll be back when it's done. Alright guys, I am back. Ooh! And our meringue is at a stiff peak, which means, you know, lift it up, it should just hold a peak. So it's going to be pretty thick feeling. If you are using a stand mixer, you do want to check it every now and then just to make sure, because if you go too far, it's late, it's too late. If you overdo your meringue, it gets tough and you can't use it. So I'm going to let that sit just momentarily here. And on doing that, we're going to go ahead and get our wet ingredients mixed into our dry. So, start with our milk. This is just regular whole milk, so don't worry, you don't need buttermilk or anything special. We got our oil, which is our fat, or our main fat anyways, for the cake. Which is great because oil doesn't harden in the fridge. So you can actually throw this in the fridge and not get like a tough cake if you prefer a cold cake like I do. And then we're going to throw in our other fat, which is our egg yolk, which is also our binder. And this doesn't want to come all the way out. I'm just going to get some of my flour up in there. And then our flavor, which is vanilla in this case. I do have some cinnamon in here too, so that's, you know, the extra flavor, but the vanilla is more so the main flavor. So I'm just going to mix this up until it's nice and well combined. You don't want to over mix. We are using cake flour in this particular case, so there is less protein in it, which is great, but you still don't want to over mix. So this is going to be a relatively thick mixture until you get your egg whites in here. That will loosen it a little bit, which is totally fine, obviously. Sure everything's combined in here because we're just folding in those egg whites, so I want to make sure this part is nice and smooth. Alright, that should do it. Oh, my little whisk got It got messed up. It pulled. That's okay. Oh, that's life. I didn't pay much for it. Okay. Now our egg whites. Alright. Give me 1 second, I'm just gonna wash this off because this will get sticky so quickly and then it won't come off later. Okay, so that's washed off. Just with meringue it will harden and then it gets really hard to get taken off because of the sugar in it. So let's not even go there. Alright. So with meringue we do want to fold it. Which let me go ahead and put this back on real quick. Because I think y'all might enjoy being able to see what I'm doing to a certain extent. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of this and I'm literally just going to whack it in here to loosen this. Because that way I don't deflate the other egg whites. I'm not going to mix it all the way, it's not that important. What's important is these get mixed in and we don't have them lose all the lovely volume and structure we built. Because the egg whites are our volume and the sugar is our structure of that volume. Alright, this is in the sink. And then we're going to fold, which is literally just up and over. Okay, mixer's out of the way. So, as you can see probably from my camera, it's got some air bubbles, so we gotta work really quickly, so we don't want to lose all that air. Alright. So, what do I want to dye this? I'm thinking some orange would look cool. I would do black, but it's gonna turn gray. Let's do orange and purple. I think that could look kind of cool. So I'm just gonna get that out of the way. So what I'm gonna do here is very carefully kind of divide my batter up. And I mean carefully. Yep, that's precious batter. Yep, okay. Oh, that is so good. Alright, I'm just gonna like wipe this real quick. Okay. I need another spoon. Alright, so we need our orange. And with jelly, you shouldn't need like a crazy amount, but you do want a pretty decent amount. Like, that's probably good. I don't think I'll need more than that. And I'm just gonna... Boop. And just very gently kind of mix this in. And then we're gonna scoop. Alright. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually scoop and just kind of plop in part of the orange, part of the purple. So I'm gonna start with the orange first. And I'm just using a regular old ice cream scoop. Remember, we're not filling these completely. So we're only going 3/4. So I'm gonna get a little bit of the orange, about half of it in there. And I can do the other half as the purple. Alright guys, now we had an absolute mess. We're gonna go ahead and throw these in the oven at 350. I'm gonna check these at about 16 minutes, but they may go up to possibly 20 or 22. So really just kind of pushing in the middle very lightly. They spring back, they're good to go. So 350, let's go. Hey guys, we are back. So our cupcakes came out beautifully. It's just like, you know what, how about I put it under the camera over here? So came up with a nice little mixture of purple and orange, which is exactly what I wanted. And now we're gonna make some American buttercream, which is very sweet, so if it's not your thing, make like a Swiss meringue then. Way easier, still very good for piping. In my case, I am using shortening, so I did already add some milk to my shortening, and I'm just gonna give it a bit of a mix just to get it going. Just to break it up and incorporate the liquid a little bit. Because shortening has a lower water content than butter, so you do need the extra moisture, otherwise you'll get like this weird paste, and you don't want that. So, kind of beat it up a little. Alright. Then, I got 4 cups of sugar. It's a lot. So what I'm gonna do is just add, whoops, I got some on the floor, I didn't mean to. It's fine, I will vacuum it up. But, there we go. Kind of want to add roughly a cup or so at a time. And I'm just going to very carefully mix it up. Alright guys, finally got some frosting. I did have to add some more milk, which is expected. I'm probably still going to add a wee bit more, because I do want to make sure it's not too stiff of a consistency. Because when you're just like piping, you usually want like a medium consistency. So it's like fluffy, but still, well, stiff. Alright, so we're going to add some milk to this. So, because it's so sweet, we are going to add a bit of salt. I'm not going to add a crazy amount, I'm just doing like a little pinch, maybe like 1/8 of a teaspoon. And then we're gonna add some vanilla. We actually want some flavor in here. Oops. Got a little bit on that. For this much, I'd say maybe like a teaspoon to 2 teaspoons, depending on what you prefer. I think it will add actually a wee bit more. There we go. You still, yep, I did. That's okay. I am so glad I bought this giant bottle. It's making life so much easier. Like, I still have so much. Like, this is only down to about here. And it's a 8 ounce. Good times. I'm gonna add a wee bit more milk. Not a lot. There we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and give it a good mix. Alright, let's go ahead and just kind of, nice and droopy, that's usually a good thing. Okay, this angle really doesn't work. It's just easier to film in this angle for the phone. We're trying our best. We really, really are. Alright, just want to make sure I get a good amount of this off, because like, there's a good amount on here, and I don't want to lose it because I only want to make one batch. To be honest, it's only really frosting about like 18 cupcakes. But I guess you could get a full 24 if you didn't do like a large peak or anything or giant swirls. But we ain't here for that. Alright, let's kind of make sure there's no powdered sugar hiding anywhere. So I think this is a pretty good consistency. It's still stiff, but you can see it's kind of falling a little. So I think that's a pretty good consistency. Of course, of those, do it how you prefer. If you prefer a stiffer frosting for piping, do it. I mean, it's just buttercream, do what you want. Okay. So in my case, thinking I want to do multiple colors. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do it. I need to get this bowl out of the way. I was gonna use that one, but then I realized it's like slotted in there. So we'll just use this small one, because I don't need like a lot of it. Alright. So we'll dye that much there. And the rest we'll dye it here. Alright. Extra vanilla was a good choice. Okay. say? Colors. What do we want to do? That's a great question. What do I want to do? I think a green could look good. Green and purple, maybe? I like that. I like a monster color. Yeah, green and purple. We'll do green and purple. Alright. I want green to be the smaller amount. Alright, trusty. I don't know what to call this. Chopstick, that's the word. Now we gotta decide how I want to do this. Do I want to do two separate ones, or do I want to combine them into a swirl? That's a tempting idea. Let me get my piping bags. Hold on. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and just use a good old star tip. In my case, I'm gonna use the Wilton M1. Put you off to the side. Get a baggie here. Scissors. You're not really good at getting how much to cut off. Just take your tip and literally put the plastic in, and where it sits is where you want to cut it. And typically that'll get you a pretty good allowance for the tip. Pop it in there. The one thing is you don't have to cut it evenly because the tip is all you really care about. Haha! Dangly bits. Alright, so I'm going to take a trusty cup. You know what? I need the Sailor Moon cup. My roommate's trusty Sailor Moon cup is always what I use. Alright, now I get some decisions. And I'm thinking I want to do the two-tone. So I have a couple options. I could cover the very outside with the purple and put the green in the middle. Or I can do the plastic wrap where you kind of line it up, roll it up, cut the edge, stick it in. That's an option. That is an option. I've never tried it. We could try it though. Let's try it. Okay, let me put this off here. Put this on this side. Alright, I'm gonna move my cupcakes this way. Move you guys over here. I need my plastic wrap. Which conveniently is now in a drawer on the side. Heck yeah. Alright, so do it this. I think I want to do it this way. And then roll it up. Yeah, okay. Problem is, this still kind of requires piping, but if I do this carefully, I can probably still, like... maybe not. Screw it. We'll just dollop this, and then I'll smooth it out. Oh no. That did not do what I wanted it to do. It's okay though. I think we'll make this work. I'm not like super concerned about this. And then I know it's snipped that side off. Like that. That theory should give us what I want. It should give us something like this. So we shall see if this works. Alright. Put that down, get rid of this. Put the trusty cup away. Get our cupcakes. Alright guys, moment of truth. Will this work as intended? We will find out. I just want little swirls, if I can get this to be nice and tight. Oh, 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 oh. Alright. Let's see. We do. It kind of worked. I got the swirl in there. I say that was a success. I'd say that's pretty successful, but I feel like we need some sprinkles. Hold on. Alright, so I got this big thing of white sprinkles because I couldn't get Halloween sprinkles because they were backward for like November. Okay, so what we're gonna do is supposedly, according to the internet, I take some of these. Don't need a lot. That's good. And I put gel food coloring, or even maybe liquid. But I'm gonna do gel. It should let me dye them. I do have black. So take some of this. I'm gonna get some gloves. Only get a glove. Alright. Is that the thumb? Yes. Alright. I'm gonna try dyeing these with gel food coloring. We're gonna see if this works. Here's our black. I'm just gonna literally open this up. And take some gel food coloring. And we're just gonna mix it in here and see if this actually works. Or if it just makes a really terrible mess. Oh, they're turning gray. I don't know. Like, yeah, they're turning like a gray, essentially, which not really the most inviting color, so maybe I want to make some orange. But it is dyeing them though, so I'm getting some gray sprinkles. So I would say it does work. Alright guys, unfortunately my memory card ran out of space, so I have nowhere to this left off. But we did make some orange sprinkles. They're not like orange, but I mean, they're orange. Okay. Now, let's get some sprinkles on here. I just want to use my fingers. Say screw it. It's fine, whatever. So I'm just gonna like put them on top. I don't really want like tons of them. But a few is kind of nice, you know? They're a bit sticky because of the food coloring, but that's okay. That already has some. Alright. Okay, so that food coloring came off my hands like super easily, so it's mostly soaked into the sprinkles, so that's great. Okay, so that's it. That's some nice Halloween-y cupcakes. Let's go ahead and open one and just see how the color looks. Can I get this? There we go. Okay, so I got my orange. A better look at it. Let's just... I love that. It's just... It's actually not too sweet. Alright, we'll try some new techniques. We got the color swirling. We got dyeing our own sprinkles. So that worked. Thank you for not lying to me on that. And yeah, I think we'll end it here. Anyways, see ya. Hey guys, I know we just ended this video, but my phone stopped recording partway through. So I don't have me dyeing my frosting. I don't have me piping. I don't have me sprinkling or mixing or anything.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine. You're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.